everybody, welcome to Olive's Tree. I'm Mandy, and if this is the first time you're stopping by, thanks for doing so. And if you're a return viewer, thanks for your support. I'm just about to make what I call the ultimate cut and come again slice. No bowl required, no mixer, just a tray, piece of parchment paper, and 5 cups of ingredients. So let's go. Let's have a look what I've got here. Okay, let's get where you can see what's happening. All right, so I've got some ingredients here lined up, and I just need to grab onto my chocolate chips and my condensed milk. So this is what's in the slice. 1 cup of fruit chopped up, 1 cup of nuts, chop them up, cup of coconut. I'm a bit short, but that's okay. 1 can of condensed milk and 1 cup of some sort of chocolate. My favourite combination is almond, apricot, white chocolate. But you might like, raisin and rum essence in there, stirred into the condensed milk or something, I don't know, and dark chocolate, but that's not for me. So, all righty, so I'm going to move that across. I've got my tin here, and yes, this is a non-stick pan, but it's my good pan that I bake a lot of fruit buns and breads and things here. It doesn't have a scratch on it, so this slice can be a bit tricky to cut in a pan, so I want to be able to lift it out. All right, so let's just go in. And the paper will weigh down once, you get a few ingredients in, it'll be fine. Just try and get them around evenly. So that's our fruit. Just sort of get it to the edges if you can. Okay, then I got 1 cup of, these are dry roasted salted nuts. My family really enjoy that salted roasted taste in our baking. And unfortunately, if you just put in almonds that haven't been roasted, they don't get cooked enough, toasted enough in this recipe. On top of that, I'm going to add 1 cup of coconut. Now, look how easy this is. Like, your kids could do this. Obviously, you would want to do the part where you're putting it in and out of the oven and making sure they understand how dangerously hot this would be when it's first cooked. It's be a little bit like a caramel, very dangerous. So you might want to do that with the kids. But as far as making this goes, they don't really need any help, do they? Okay, now I've got some white chocolate chips. So we want 1 cup. I hope they're chips. Oh, no, they're melts. Oh, okay. Well, let's see what we can do that. Just, we'll just move that across. Way out of cup. And I'll just run my knife through them. It'll be fine. I thought I bought chips. I don't know. No, I wouldn't have because, yeah, okay. Yeah, sorry, chemo brain. So I had a treatment yesterday for my, I was diagnosed with colorectal cancer 4.5 years ago. And so I've just started on a new treatment called panitumumab, and it's a targeted therapy drug. And boy, it is a tough one. It knocks you around a bit. So I'm doing quite a few recipes today while I'm able to. Because in the next day or so, and you'll probably notice in this video that I've got some rash on my face, and it gets so bad that, I can't even touch it. It's very painful. So if you see me in this outfit a lot, it's because today I'm going to really push the envelope out, push the boat out. I don't know what I'm saying. Is it envelope or boat? I think you say both, can't you? I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Okay, so there's our chocolate. Just make sure that's spread. Everyone wants to get a bite of chocolate, don't they? But yeah, as I was saying, so you're going to see me in this outfit quite a lot in videos. Don't panic. I do shower. I do change. It's just the only opportunity I've got to do some filming today. All right, so we've got 1 cup of chopped apricots, 1 cup of chopped almonds, 1 cup of coconut, 1 cup of chopped chocolate, or chocolate chips. And now all we want to do is pour on 1 tin of condensed milk, any brand. Don't use top fill caramel thinking it'll be extra caramelly and delicious, because it will burn. It does caramelize a little bit in places, but yeah, don't waste your ingredients. Don't think that would be a great idea. Don't ask me how I know either. Oh, okay, we'll get back to see. All right, it's a bit left in there. I don't like waste. Got this thing, use it all. Find a way to use it. You just have to, don't you? It's just too expensive not to. So you can see that condensed milk is pretty well just, run all over the top and covered everything. And that's it. Now, the thing, I'm just going to wipe that off there. I don't want that to burn on this good tray. I'm using the air fryer at the moment. I have a slice in there that still has a little way to go. So this can just sit on the side for the time it needs until the air fryer is empty, and then we'll pop it in and I'll bake it. Now I'm going to put a piece of foil over the top for the first 10 minutes. Then I'm going to take the foil off, but I'll remind you of that a bit later, okay? So we'll see that when it's happening. Okay. Okay, so spoiler alert. I've got this slice ready to go. No mixing bowl required, as we said. We just sprinkled it onto some baking paper, parchment paper, whatever, in a tray. Guess what? I forgot this tray doesn't fit in the air fryer. So now we're waiting patiently for the oven to heat up. So once that comes to temperature, we'll pop the slice in, and I'll bring you back at the 10-minute mark or 15-minute mark when I take the foil off, okay? All right, see you soon. Okay, so the slice has been in the oven about 16 minutes. I'm just going to take this foil off. Sorry, my arm's in the way. So you can see that predominantly there, it started to bubble. If you were to touch the chocolate, it would be melted. So I'm just going to slide that back in, and I'm going to come back in 10 minutes and have another look. But I just wanted to show you what it looks like at that 10-minute mark. Okay, so the timer has gone off for that last 10 minutes without the foil, and I'm just going to pull that out. So you can see it's quite golden. If you take it much further than that, it sets too hard and it'll, break your teeth. So we're going to get it out. I'm going to pop it down here to cool. And then we'll remove it from the pan, we'll cut it and have a taste test. And I will put up a costing for this slice recipe. I'll put it as an overlay over the video because I'll probably forget to do it, in the video. Alrighty, so let's let that cool. So, but hang on, just before I go, so we had 16 minutes with the foil on, 10 minutes with off, okay? Okay, so I've got my slice, it has cooled. And I just want to say at this point, please don't think you can make this slice without the baking paper. One, you'll never get it out of the tin, and two, you'll never get the tin clean. You'll just destroy your pan. So it's nice and cool, and you can see the edges are, you've heard me on different recipes. I'm not an edge person. I like the good stuff in the middle, but anyway. So I'm just going to cut a piece off the end, and, this time I am going to, I just want a little piece to taste. Not really part of my keto thing, but, So let's have a look. Okay, it's a small piece, I know, but you can see, the fruit. It's golden underneath. You can see some chocolate and some nuts. Now, with this one here, remember I said earlier in the recipe, you don't use a bowl. We're just laying it into the dish 1 cup at a time. Pouring the condensed milk over last and making sure the condensed milk covers everything. If you live somewhere cold, you might want to pop your condensed milk in a container of hot water for 10 minutes. It'll get a bit runnier and it'll be easier to do that with. So once you've done that stage, one thing you can do is, if you're not going to need that tray anytime soon, but you want to do this leading up to Christmas or a celebration, a birthday, or whatever, might be your turn at work, cover it with 2 layers of foil and pop it in the freezer uncooked. Then just take it out the night before and let it thaw out in the fridge, or a couple of hours before on the bench, whatever. And then pop it into your 170, 180 oven. I haven't had the fan on for any of this. So, you've got to be careful. It does burn. The sugars burn quite quickly. So, yeah, take it out and let it thaw out. You might be game enough to cook it from frozen. I'm not going to try that. I can, stuff things up with with them at their optimal point. So, but if you do that and you work it out, let me know. I'd love to know. Yeah, so this is a really great Christmas slice. It's feels a little bit decadent, even though it's not really. And gosh, it's just so easy. No bowl, no wash up, just a tray. Highly recommend that you do pop one in the freezer if you're, half keen, and cook it later. It's just amazing. So it did take, I had it in for 16 minutes and then I took the foil off and I showed you it was bubbling a little bit, and I cooked it for another 10 minutes and it was just perfect. Don't overcook it. Sugars turn bitter very quickly. But yeah, it's a great recipe. So please like this recipe and think about subscribing to my channel. It's free to you, but it really does help me out a lot. And I appreciate you stopping by, and I hope to see you again in the next one. So until then, I hope the world's treating you kindly. Take care, and bye for now.